Hello and welcome to another video on Marchintosh. Well, as part of Marchintosh. And if you are not familiar with Marchintosh, there's a card that should tell you most of what you need to know. So today I thought, I really love just making the most of these old Macs, and that includes, doing a little basic web browsing, nothing too serious, just, just for fun, So, and given that I have a wireless card, I can connect to the internet on here. So I thought, different web browsers have different strengths. And, why not do just a quick little rundown of the various web browsers that I have tried. And essentially that would be Netscape, IE, both two versions, this text-based web browser named Wannabe, and then Opera 5. And now, if I am correct, all of these should run under System 761, no problem. So, yeah. And this will just be a very informal look. Let's get started with Opera. Now, I intend to just judge these web browsers on a few things, namely, their stability, whether they freeze up the machine or not, because that is very common. How fast they are, because, these machines aren't super fast to begin with, and, while I'm not expecting super high-speed web browsing, it would be nice to not have a page take, 5 minutes to render completely. And also just, the ability to view websites. And I'm not talking about, like the modern Apple website or, YouTube or anything like that. I'm talking primarily about, just basic sites, like my website. So here we have Opera. It started up in a decently short amount of time. So let's load my website. See how long that takes. Did pretty well with loading, but yeah, did really well with loading. Let's see. I'm just gonna zoom out a little, maybe say 5%. There we go. But yeah. Ooh, some yeah. Yeah, Opera seems to be pretty good. Maybe loads a little bit slow, and then it has some rendering issues. Actually, let's move you for a second. I just want to be able to see the activity light on the wireless card. But anyway, let's see how let's see. Let's see. Let's try showing it in Opera. And it doesn't like that. Okay. let's save it to disk. Just save it to the desktop. Honestly though, that will take a while. I do wonder if it can, play, MP3s in browser. Let's see. Also doesn't like that. But anyway, so yeah, Opera seems relatively capable. You know, it's maybe a little slow, but and the rendering has some issues on account of that slowness, but honestly, it's not too bad overall. For and it's, you know, decently you know, it really works decently. I will say on macOS 8.1 it threw me a bomb error once, but you know, not you know, not here. And actually I'll probably skip over IE just because yeah, Internet Explorer is it's okay. It's you know, it's really not the best, but it's okay. I might as well. But I might need to pause the video and charge the battery. Just because my camera battery is running low. Actually, yeah, I will do this. Do that after trying this. I mean, Internet Explorer 4 works okay. You know, again, like I said, it's decent. Now, if you pay attention, it actually rendered the font okay, whereas Opera didn't. And it's decently fast and lightweight. It is older though, which gives it some issues, but again, it's not, you know, too big of an issue. And I'm just visiting my site, and then System 7 Today, because that is you know, it's just a site that people using these computers to browse the web would probably want to visit on you know, on these computers. One issue though is I believe some sign-in prompts don't work on 4.0, on IE4, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, it's decently stable. It's decently stable and faster than Opera. Renders pages a bit better. Now keep in mind, I'm not saying anything about these web browsers currently. But like, these old versions of the web browsers, for what they were. Like, that's all I'm saying. Next up we have Netscape Navigator 4.08, which Netscape does have a nasty habit of crashing my computers. I don't understand why. But, specifically 4.8, Communicator 4.0, which we will get to in a second. And 4.08 is actually the last version that you can run on 68,000 base machines. So, and, you know, Netscape works really nicely. I really like Netscape. Last I checked, there are some page rendering issues. Or not page rendering issues, but it struggles with login prompts and stuff. Somewhat. But, overall, if you're not looking to sign into anything, it's pretty okay. A little slower than IE, I think, but, honestly, Netscape, you know, it still works really well, and it's not, you know, like, it's not IE, so, you know, it's really not too bad. Next up, though, we have Netscape Communicator 4.8. And what happened with Netscape Navigator is they made it an internet suite. Which, you know, it adds a lot of bloat, but, for the time, it, you know, combined a lot of common applications that people would use. And this is the last version to run on System 7 for PowerPC machines, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, and you know, I'd say it performs about the same, maybe a little slower than 4.08, but, you know, this doesn't have issues with, login prompts like 4.08 does, though. I do tend to use this quite a bit. I will say the internet has been a lot more stable on 7.6 than it has on 8.1, where like 8 times out of 10 this browser would crash the computer. Not crash, but lock it up. But so yeah, that works. And now none of these browsers are entirely crash proof. There's always a chance they're gonna crash. Although surprisingly, I haven't had any crash on like startup for me, which is really amazing because almost all of these do. And now last but not least, we have Wannabe, which is a very simple text-based web browser. You know, it's like, so it works for text-based sites like mine just fine. You know, and I believe if you click on the image, yeah, it downloads the image. And then, yeah, it downloads it to your desktop, so then, you can view it. But, and I think it technically should do the same with MP3s. Yeah. Where it sort of falls short, though, is, sites like System 7 Today, which are primarily made up of, images. Let's see. Okay. You might be able to get to the forum directly, but I don't know the URL for that. Exactly. But yeah, Wannabe is super light. It's perfect for text-based web browsing. I would highly recommend it. But anyway, so yeah, I guess there really is no best web browser for PowerPC Macs or PowerPC 761 Macs. I personally prefer Netscape Communicator, but I'm augmented with Opera and Wannabe. But I'm sure there are others that prefer IE or use exclusively Opera. But anyway, so yeah, that's just that's just my take on all of this. I do primarily use Netscape Communicator 4.8 though. So anyway, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a rather impromptu video, just me giving my thoughts on things, but hopefully that was good. Anyway, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.